Next, government, इसकी full form क्या है? Government of
Group of ministers.
Group of Ministers, sorry. Group of Ministers to decide on tax on health, life cover soon. So here to suit the growing clamor for a reduction in the 18% tax levy on the premium paid for health and life insurance policies, the Goods and Services Tax Council on Monday they set the stage for a possible rethink by mandating a stiff 50-day deadline for new group of ministers to review the tax rate. So again, this is regarding the taxes, especially on the health and life covers. कि कैसे उनका regulation becomes important. So rationalizing the GST rates and slabs, we already discussed about it. कि कैसे it becomes important. So Manchini, what are the major suggestions that are presented here and क्या उनका major reason है?
Regarding this health insurance GST rate, right now it is 18%. So इस पे debate ये है कि whether it should be reduced or completely removed. Because again, health insurance, if we want to increase the penetration rate further, so the affordability of healthcare, it would be more affordable when the taxation is removed. And even the lower sections of society who are economically weaker, they can also have better access to health insurance facilities. Then another issue is regarding the GST compensation cess, which was again, it was mandated in the law that in 2017 and in the next coming 5 years, the government would be providing with the funds to the states, particularly where after GST implementation, they are facing revenue shortfall from their average revenue rates. So this was for this to ensure कि वो पैसा कहाँ से देगी सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट, तो GST compensation cess fund बनाया गया था, and जो सेस इम्प्लाई किया जाएगा GST सेस, वहां से that particular money would be used to fund the states. So now we are seeing कि southern Indian states में we are seeing certain financial imbalances on the part of the states, and that is impacted by even because of the COVID-19 also. So that would be looked into by the GST Council. And apart from this, we've been talking about the GST rate rationalization or the slabs, whether that should be reduced or not. So that again, if all these decisions are able to broaden the tax base, which is again much more desirable method. So if that happens, so that would be analyzed and accordingly decision would be taken. So how better it would be suitable to the Indian economy and the aspiration, the needs of the Indian society as a whole, because we are a diverse country. So that is one of the unique aspect about even our GST model also. And right now we're talking about the efficacy. So we have been seeing that on monthly basis from the past, again from the year when it was implemented in 2017, the average monthly GST collection has been on the rise. So it is touched almost rupees 1 lakh crores when we're talking about monthly basis. So right now we are seeing only certain problems and glitches. So that would be now addressed and discussed up further. So ups and downs, like tax on 3 cancer drugs, they have been cut from 12% to 5%. So healthcare is one important sector.
Okay. Next, GST Council moves closer to lower tax on insurance. So again, this is regarding lowering of tax or insurance. The group of ministers on rates to recommend. Same thing is here. कुछ new point है?
नहीं, next.
IGST pool. Next, 20 new chip projects awaiting government nod. So again, regarding the chip projects, when we talk about the major schemes, so again, spec scheme that we can mention here for the setting up of better fabrication plants, chip fabrication units here for OSATs, outsourced semiconductor assembly and test. So यहाँ पे the government may soon need to raise the subsidy outlay for domestic semiconductor for manufacturing units from the current level of 76,000 crore. So developing the whole ecosystem for semiconductors. Only fabs and OSATs won't suffice. तो कंपनीज की बात करें तो जैसे कि माइक्रोन, तो दिस इज यूएस एंड इंडिया इंटीग्रेटेड. फिर फर्दर टाटा और पीएसएमसी की हम बात करते हैं, जीजी पावर एंड काइनेस. तो दीज आर द टॉप मेजर कोलैबोरेशंस जो कि सेटअप करिए देयर चिप यूनिट्स इन द कंट्री. तो
So
जो
Tata,
कंपोनेंट सप्लायर्स.
Tata Power, we need to know the location also of the different plants which are being invested and open up. So Tata has invested in the northeastern state in Assam. Then Keynes Technology, they have opened up their project or the plant in Gujarat in Sanand, which is again an OSAT facility.
So here the change जो suggest कर रहे हैं that is regarding manufacturing units. उनको सेटअप करना. इंडिया सेमीकंडक्टर मिशन.
So it is also about कि डिजाइनिंग. तो डिजाइनिंग सबसे कॉम्प्लेक्स पार्ट होता है जब हम सेमीकंडक्टर चिप्स की बात करते हैं. So उसमें we also face the challenge of the lack of skilled manpower in that. So here the role of STEM sector becomes important in India. The participation in the STEM sector, how that can be increased. The role of universities, higher education institutions is important in terms of ensuring more skilling and promoting the STEM sectors. So better integration of the courses with the market demand would further help in increasing the efficiency and the skills of learning. And one more example here is mentioned by the Maharashtra government. So they have announced approval of Israel-based Tower Semiconductors worth rupees 84,000 crores chip fabrication project. So India is focusing upon that the entire supply chain, different stages, at least they are present. We are investing into each one of them in India because we don't want to be reliant upon the imports for any particular thing.
To gain self-reliance, make in India.
Right.
Similarly, Apple to grab biggest bite of made in India semiconductors. So again, in talks with Micron Tata Group to source chips worth $12 billion for the iPhones that it produces in the country.
So when we are
Setting
talking
up.
about manufacturing of smartphones in India, this is again one of the sectors where we've seen major increase in terms of the manufacturing and the labor force participation also. So in states like Tamil Nadu, we are seeing certain major plants are located. And for example, Foxconn is also an example of the the smartphone manufacturing company. So in particularly smartphones, when India, we've seen that India has exported almost smartphones worth $15 billion. So out of that, 65% is iPhones. So this deal becomes much more important and it will give more boost that how quickly we are even manufacturing the latest models also, which are being launched, for which there is again high demand over the initial time period.
And यहाँ पे again it is mentioned जो TSMC है, Taiwanese Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. So Apple alone consumes over 26% of the TSMC's global sales, making it the third largest chip consumer in the world.
China plus one strategy का भी example यहाँ पे mentioned है कि earlier Apple used to manufacture 100% of its iPhones in China. So now we are seeing India, maybe they've diversified their plants to Japan also, in America also. So this showcases again, it is a real example of China plus one strategy that apart from presence in China, they're diversifying and they're reducing the risk through this strategy. And India has been able to take the leverage of this opportunity, particularly in smartphones industry.
And here also the places I mentioned, जैसे कि Micron का ATMP project in Sanand और Tata का Dhalera. And Kines also in Sanand. तो majorly Gujarat, Assam, any areas में they are being setting up. Next, FAME 3 still in works. EV scheme to be extended. So again, faster adoption of electric vehicles, FAME scheme. So we will continue to provide support to ensure India remains a leader in manufacturing and innovation. तो subsidies की यहाँ पे बात हो रही है कि they must be given for the faster adoption. So electric mobility promotion scheme that provides incentives to electric two-wheelers and three-wheelers will be extended till FAME 3 is finalized. So FAME 3 has not been finalized yet, and it will be announced soon. Road Transport and Highway Minister Nitin Gadkari said, with falling lithium-ion battery prices, electric vehicles can now maintain cost without subsidies.
And lithium-ion battery prices, they constitute approximately 40 to 50% of the cost of the electric vehicle. So that is why also here we are also focusing upon domestic manufacturing so that we have competitive prices of the batteries. But here the challenge is that it requires the rare earth minerals and on which we are again import dependent for lithium or even when we are talking about the sodium ion batteries. And then even these batteries, so their efficacy of functioning, it depends upon the temperature conditions also. Like sodium ion batteries, they cannot function above the temperature of 40 degrees Celsius. So similarly, there's a limitation even for the lithium ion batteries when the temperature goes close to 45 degrees. So they'll not be functioning efficiently.
And lithium, where do we import it from majorly?
Like one
Which country?
recently we saw the Kabul deal was signed with Argentina for particularly lithium. And apart from this, we have China is the major supplier to the entire world. And even if
Hmm.
we're having certain other reserves of lithium in terms of the Southeast Asian economy, so China is importing that amount of lithium also from them, so that again its monopoly power becomes much more strengthened and it has the maximum reserves globally, which it does also. So this is one of the geopolitics we can say which China is adhering to.
एक important term that we can mention here is that India has discovered 5.9 million tons of lithium reserves in the Salal Haimana area of the Reisi district of Jammu and Kashmir. So ये one of the largest deposits of lithium in the world. और again as you mentioned Argentina और China इनके अलावा Australia पर भी India has been majorly dependent for the lithium imports. So Salal Haimana area we can remember in Jammu and Kashmir.
So there we have found the reserves. अब उसको कितना economic viability है of extraction, that is another important step. So we are working
Hmm.
upon that. And
Hmm.
we can also remember the lithium triangle, which includes Argentina, Bolivia, and Chile.
Hmm.
These are the three countries in that.
Next, again, we have already taken this. कि India signs 5 pacts with UAE in the energy sector. So again, exactly we can check out what are the names here. So majorly in terms of oil and gas, it was there. Apart from the civil nuclear deal, civil nuclear cooperation that has recently signed. So long-term supply of 1 million ton of liquefied natural gas between Abu Dhabi National Company and state-owned Indian Oil Corporation. Further, with India Strategic Petroleum Reserve Limited, so exploring of ADNOC's participation in additional opportunities for the crude storage. So crude storage के लिए भी it is there. Further development of food parks in India. तो फूड पार्क का क्या सिग्निफिकेंस हो सकता है मानसी यहाँ पे?
Food parks
Dwe-
can also boost to the food processing industries in India. It would also strengthen the backward and the forward linkages. So it is also, we can say it will be linked with the growth of the agriculture sector also, so that farmers, they also get additional or more alternatives of selling their produce and the harvest. And again, importance of food parks would be all the from the perspective of the nutritional security.
हम्म, एंड ऑल्सो जो हायर एब्जॉर्प्शन है ऑफ द एग्रीकल्चरल वो भी होएगा यहाँ पे वेस्टेज ऑफ फूड है वो भी कम होएगा अगर फूड प्रोसेसिंग इंडस्ट्रीज
Right.
सेटअप होंगी और ज्यादा तो वर्टिकल इंटीग्रेशन जो हम बात करते हैं, बैकवर्ड एंड फॉरवर्ड। नेक्स्ट, स्ट्राइक एट सैमसंग्स श्रीपर उम्बुडुर प्लांट। तो ये जो फैसिलिटी है इज वन ऑफ द सैमसंग्स टू फैक्ट्रीज इन इंडिया, अदर वन बीइंग इन नोएडा। So the over 1,500 workers, they have joined the protest. So they are demanding recognition of the newly formed union, better wages and improved working conditions. तो अगेन वर्किंग कंडीशंस दे बिकम चैलेंज। फिर लेबर कोड्स की हम बात कर सकते हैं, एंड कैसे जो बेसिक फैसिलिटीज हैं, वाटर, कितने टाइम के लिए दे आर वर्किंग, मिनिमम वेजेस क्या है, एंड फैसिलिटीज सच एज गोइंग टू द वॉशरूम एटसेट्रा। जैसे रिसेंटली वी रेड एन एग्जांपल कि कैसे अमेजोन फैसिलिटीज पे द employees they weren't allowed to use the washrooms and ज़्यादा देर तक they couldn't even stay there. तो these are the some major challenges जो ह्यूमैनिटी के बेसिक रिक्वायरमेंट्स को अफेक्ट करती हैं। तो लोअर wages than reported. Next, lessons from Dunzo. So even the most promising startups stumble if they neglect financial prudence, lose focus on core strengths. So Dunzo sacked 75% of its people. So Dunzo is a company, reducing the total number of employees to just 50. तो अगेन बैकड्रॉप है of financial mismanagement, as was also seen in terms of the Byju's का जो केस हुआ था। तो अगेन बेटर रेगुलेशन, सेबी का रोल आ जाता है इसमें इम्पोर्टेंट, of managing such institutions. Next, Banking Regulation Act at 75. So Finance Minister recently proposed amendments in the Banking Regulation Act 1949. Interestingly, 2024 also marks 75 years of the BR Act, Banking Regulation Act, which is one of the first few laws passed after India's independence. So RBI was established in 1935 via the RBI Act 134, 1934. So this act specified that banks should publish weekly returns for watching maintenance of the cash reserve ratio. तो जो बैंकिंग रेगुलेशन था उसमें आरबीआई का बहुत ही लिमिटेड स्कोप था। मेजर जो फंक्शन था आरबीआई का, इट वाज टू यूनिफाई करेंसी एंड क्रेडिट। तो बैंकिंग रेगुलेशन के लिए देयर वाज अ सेपरेट एक्ट क्रिएटेड इसीलिए इन 1949। फिर सिमिलरली इंडियन कंपनीज एक्ट, तो उसमें भी इट वाज अमेंडेड टू इनकॉर्पोरेट रिकमेंडेशंस फ्रॉम द सेंट्रल बैंकिंग इंक्वायरी कमिटी एंड सजेशंस फ्रॉम द आरबीआई। तो इसीलिए बैंकिंग रेगुलेशन एक्ट 1949 बिकम्स इम्पोर्टेंट। तो बैंकिंग रेगुलेटर है जिसमें आरबीआई अपार्ट फ्रॉम बीइंग द सेंट्रल बैंक, तो इसलिए रेगुलेशन में आरबीआई का भी इंक्लूजन हो गया। इट इनहांस्ड इट्स रोल, इंक्रीज द एरिया। तो भी रीफ्रेम करने की जरूरत है क्योंकि जो डेफिनेशन ऑफ स्कोप ऑफ बैंकिंग है इट हैज चेंज्ड सिग्निफिकेंटली विद द एडवेंट ऑफ डिजिटल बैंकिंग एंड राइज ऑफ नॉन बैंक्स। जब हम एनबीएफसी की बात करते हैं, प्राइवेट क्रेडिट की बात करते हैं, इवन ऑनलाइन जो हम क्रेडिट एप्स की बात करते हैं, डिजिटल बैंकिंग, क्रिप्टो करेंसी एक्सेट्रा, तो ऑल दीज एरियाज, इसलिए जो बैंकिंग रेगुलेशन एक्ट है इट नीड्स अमेंडमेंट्स। This is what this article is suggesting. The dual regulation of public sector banks governed by the Bank Nationalization Act and private banks that are governed by the BR Act has to end. Next, get used to a new normal in monsoon. So August and September this year I've seen several heavy rain events. With global warming, the frequency of El Nino and La Nina events will increase, which can affect the variability of monsoon. So again, heavy rainfalls. तो again यहाँ पे जो major points आते हैं, they are regarding the early prediction. कैसे they can help further work from home, कैसे हम promote कर सकते हैं, so that the traffic congestion etc. they can be prevented. Use of alternate routes, traffic decongestion, इसके बारे में बात कर सकते हैं. एंड ओवरऑल जो फ्यूचर लॉन्ग टर्म में है, तो बेटर ड्रेनेज सिस्टम का क्रिएशन, वेल प्लान्ड रोड्स और वेल प्लान्ड सिटी, स्मार्ट सिटीज की जब हम बात करते हैं, जो और ज्यादा एफिशिएंट हो और केपेबल हो, जो कैरिंग कैपेसिटी है उसको मेंटेन करना विद इन ए सिटी. रेगुलेटिंग कि कैसे जो आउटस्कर्ट्स हैं ऑफ द टॉप टीयर सिटीज, जैसे कि मुंबई, चेन्नई, दिल्ली, कोलकाता एक्सेट्रा, तो उनके आउटस्कर्ट्स में देयर कैन बी सच एरियाज दैट कैन बी सेट अप फॉर बेटर ट्रांसपोर्ट टू डीकंजेस्ट. तो नीड टू बी क्लाइमेट रेजिलियंट नेशन, अगेन पुअर ड्रेनेज सिस्टम. तो जो वाटर बॉडीज है अराउंड सिटीज एंड टाउन्स, उनको भी हम हटा रहे हैं टू कंस्ट्रक्ट बिल्डिंग्स एंड टाउनशिप्स. तो दैट इज वेरी रॉन्ग. जैसे कि लेक्स की हम बात करते हैं, पॉन्ड्स की बात करते हैं, रिवर्स की बात करते हैं, तो दे एक्ट एज चैनलाइजिंग द वाटर. ग्रीन स्पेसेस, ग्राउंड वाटर एब्जॉर्प्शन जिससे इंक्रीज हुए, तो उनको प्रमोट करना इज इम्पोर्टेंट. वाटर टेबल, क्योंकि कंक्रीट से अगेन जो लैंड की एब्जॉर्प्शन है, दैट डिक्रीजेस. नेक्स्ट अगेन, so we have already taken this copper. Important institution, नेशनल मिनरल एक्सप्लोरेशन ट्रस्ट, इसकी हम बात कर सकते हैं. तो कॉपर एसेट्स इन चिली, DCR. तो ट्रायंगल की अभी हमने बात करी थी रिगार्डिंग लिथियम. This again is regarding the incentives. Next, current policies to boost manufacturing need pace. Focus on frontier sectors promising. To gain both before and after economic liberalization have found their shares. तो इंडिया की जो पॉलिसी है, तो इट मे साउंड आयरॉनिक दैट जो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग और एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर है, जो इंडिया की सेंटर ऑफ इंडिया's policy discourse and formulation, they have found their shares in the GDP shrinking through these periods. तो क्यों इनका जो एरिया है जीडीपी में, जो इनका शेयर है वो डिक्रीज हो रहा है? फर्दर सेवरल यहाँ पे वेज बता रखे हैं, जैसे कि PLI DLI की हम बात करते हैं, इम्पोर्ट सब्सटीट्यूशन पॉलिसीज, कैनलाइजेशन, टैरिफ वॉज, नॉन टैरिफ बैरियर्स, कंसेशनल कॉर्पोरेट टैक्सेस जो कि इनहांस कर सकते हैं डोमेस्टिक प्रोडक्शन को. तो रिफॉर्म्स और ज्यादा रिक्वायर्ड है. सेक्टर स्पेसिफिक सपोर्ट दैट इज बीइंग प्रोवाइडेड टू इन्वेस्टमेंट्स इन फ्रंटियर एरियाज, जैसे कि सोलार मॉड्यूल्स, विंड टर्बाइंस, हाइड्रोजन इलेक्ट्रोलाइजर्स, सेमीकंडक्टर वेफर्स और डिफेंस प्रोडक्शन. रीमॉडलिंग ऑफ पब्लिक प्राइवेट पार्टनरशिप्स, ये भी हेल्प करेंगे. स्ट्रक्चर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर फाइनेंसिंग, these are all the major ways कैसे we can enhance their shares in GDP. तो फास्ट पेस्ड रिफॉर्म्स चाहिए, and especially in the labor intensive sectors that have underperformed. Making India a global hub of green hydrogen and its derivatives. तो robotics hardware और जो potential areas हैं, especially in terms of the technological world और innovative zeal, उसको enhance करना है, वहां पर more scope we can see here. And agriculture की regarding we have already been talking about it कि किन ways में हम कर सकते हैं. and industrial park का setup करना, zones etc. how they have been increasing. So thank you everyone for joining. We can continue in the next session with the next set of important topics.